Hello everybody, Raptor King of the West here, and today we are back in Minecraft Dinosaurs. And my inventory is a mess right now, and it is not because I've started reorganizing our storage system. It's because I'm actually going to work on the Trilobite tank at all. I have been ignoring it, but I thought it would be fun. Do I remember this recipe? I looked at it off camera. Yes, I get to keep the bucket. Okay, we're getting some bubble blowers. I have some plants. I have some blocks to add texture. I did find a coral reef, and I was going to get coral. That required silk touch. I do not have silk touch. I don't have a way to get me silk touch. Because we don't have an enchanting room. And I don't have enough bookshelves. So that will be a future problem. Now, you guys were super awesome under the last video. Thank you guys so much for all the support on that, by the way. There were some name suggestions. I have picked 2 of them. And we are going to name a couple of dinosaurs today. It's actually happening. Things are getting named in this world. It's great. And then, yeah, we'll work on the Trilobite tank, which currently is just home to a Velociraptor. Sebastian. We're gonna get Sebastian a friend. And 2 Longodamus, I think? Longodamus? I believe that's how that is pronounced. I might be wrong, though. But I checked. It's another species of Trilobite. I was right. Almost all of those are. So yeah, I've drained this. We're gonna carve it out and put some structures in it. But let's go name things first. Where are the 2 enclosures I need? I've picked enclosures that are in exact opposite directions of each other. Alright, so we're naming one of our Dinosaurs. We've had those guys for a little bit. Not that they've aged. They are still 0. How's our T-Rex doing? I think she got taller. Yeah, she's definitely taller. That's good. That's nice. She, needs a name too at some point, but I don't have a name for her. Alright, name tags. Fudge. Where is she? Here she is. We are going to name this Dinosaur Fudge. So, Fudge is happy? Good. Yeah, you're still 0. You need to age at some point, but I'm never over here. So maybe when I start working on shops, I'll spend more time over here to make sure that you 2 actually get to grow up. And then, on the exact opposite side to the enclosure that we built literally last week. It was the last video that I uploaded, and you guys were awesome. We have a dinosaur here that is getting named, and the person who suggested it actually, gave some explanation for the name, and, it means red-haired king, or red king, and I know that I removed the sheep. I was gonna say, isn't the sheep in here? I did end up removing the sheep after I took the thumbnail photo. But let's see. Do you want to be named Rory? Where's our other one? Because you are also red, so I could also name you Rory. There's no difference between you 2. And I'm getting lag spikes in the water for some reason. We're gonna name you Rory. No, don't walk away from me. There we go! You have been named. Congratulations. And the rest of the dinosaurs still need names eventually. I will get to them, or if you guys suggest anything, as we have just seen here, I will use those names. I do really like when you guys suggest names. That's a lot of fun. Now, it is time to expand the Trilobite tank and add stuff to it and make it, like, actually fun. Because right now, this is potentially the most boring enclosure that we have. It's just so sad and boring. And that already was a minor improvement. So these are bubble blowers. And I actually wonder if this is deep enough for me to show what it does. Yes, it is. So that should be fun. We're gonna have that. Apparently it improves enrichment for aquatic dinosaurs. It'll improve their mood. How do I want to do this? Because this needs to be bigger. This is small, and I want to fit a lot of trilobites in here long term. Sebastian is in a bucket. Sebastian can actually be out of a bucket while we do the digging and building. Once we start filling the water back in and putting in the plants, which sea pickles are going to be so nice, we'll actually be able to see in here. Should have brought torches with me. Alternatively, there we go. Yeah, those sea pickles are going to be great. We're actually going to be able to see what's going on inside this enclosure, which was not really a thing before. Alright, I want to potentially add, like, a loop. I'm not sure. I didn't walk into this with much plan, if I'm being perfectly honest. We'll just fill this in with cobblestone, because we're going to do some texturing anyway. Because we don't need to be able to see all the trilobites at once. I maybe should get some torches. We don't need to be able to see all the trilobites at once. That's not necessary. But being able to see some of them as they swim around, I think that's going to be the best way to go about this. Sticks are in here. Do I have any coal? One day, I will actually organize all of this. I promise. It'll happen eventually. I'll do it off camera one day. I don't think you guys want to see it happen. I probably need to make the basement lab first if I'm being realistic. I'm not gonna need 16 torches. So we're gonna do 16 torches anyway, because I'll use them up over time. There's that in a different chest than where I found it. And throw these down here. We now have a mushroom. Actually, we're going to bring you outside so that you can join the other animals who are currently unemployed, but will be doctors and scientists later. You can chat with them. I'm sure they'll be lovely. Anyway, back to making a trilobite enclosure. I think, yeah, we just need some, like, gaps and tunnels that they can swim through to create some interesting depth. Or is that even the right word? Because if we have them all just not moving in the same area, the enclosure is going to look so full so quickly. This needs to become a lot bigger so that we can fit all of these, because I don't know what the max population size of them is going to be. In just this small area, the max population is 15. That doesn't seem right. I think that's the exact same number from when it was the entire area, and it just hasn't updated. But my point stands that, like, if 15 were going to be in just that, we definitely need to expand this. I should have grabbed another pickaxe while I was back at the base. But I didn't, and now we have to deal with the consequences. Consequences are, right, I still haven't reactivated that in the debug menu. I don't know what the shortcut is for it, though. Okay. Is 75 low enough? I don't know how low this is. 75 is low enough, look at that. There we go! Alright, now let's actually shape this a little bit. Apparently that's how low the pickaxe was. Back up, and then back down. We're just gonna keep going back and forth, apparently. Diamonds are in the last of the 3 chests. I knew it was in one of the 3, and it's never moved, so I should really have it memorized. Or I guess one of the 4. Alright, back to walking down. I was trying to think of ways to make this enclosure fun, like adding pops of colors or anything like that, but, I mean, the coral did seem like a good idea, but I can't pick up any coral, so I pivoted. We're gonna add some plants. We're gonna add some light with the sea pickles, and I think having these tunnels and tubes is really gonna improve the situation. Here we go. And that is gonna get carved up in this direction. Alright, so that back route is all good. I feel like we need more, though. Right, that's not much of an expansion. We could add more stuff back here, but I sort of want to still try and have them in this general area. We can add a bit of a section down this way that's just a room. Not a room, I guess a cave, a cavern. I don't know. I know what my idea is, I don't know what the word for it is. Apparently my idea is to throw my pickaxe. What situation is that dirt there for? I don't know. But we're just gonna do that and hope that that solves the problem. And we can connect that over here, apparently. Which I'm okay with. Okay. Now I feel like... Does this need to be taller, maybe? Because I can't really go much this way directly, but if I go up or something, I can. Oh, no, Sebastian. You shouldn't be up here. I have no idea if you can actually breathe air at all. Yep. Swimming around and swimming. To my knowledge, they should be nearly fully aquatic, I think. Sure to be a prized attraction. Yes, we've never forgotten that these guys were here, for sure. I always remember that I have trilobites, and I've never once neglected them. That would be very rude of me. I'm going to take some dirt from here instead of going back to my base to get it. Just so that they have somewhere else to feed. And probably get away with one here. That one will never be seen, though. Okay, now, I have a lot of stuff for texturing and such. So let's just try and make this look interesting, I guess. I don't exactly know what my plan is, but I think I have one. Because the nice thing is that these can be waterlogged in this version of Minecraft. So this isn't gonna be annoying or difficult in any way. If I dig these out just so that I can actually move, that would be lovely. Alright, ooh, that's not bad. I like that. Stair, slab. That seems like too much in one area. So I'm gonna remove some of that. We do have some full tough blocks that we can... Tough and gravel and cobble that we can mix in to make this all a bit more intentional looking. Yeah, I am liking this, though. It's not the most colorful enclosure that we have, for sure. But it is getting some charm to it. Okay, so this front room, I think, is good as it is. Let me step out to look. Because I would like to texture the back as well. I don't want to just ignore it. Yeah, that is good. I think maybe we need a bit more on the floor, though. Like over on this side. There. That should be good enough, maybe. Yeah, there we go. And then let's just actually do anything back here. It doesn't need to be as much, more because of space than anything, right? It is a limited area that I'm working with. Or you're gonna go there. Have I made this difficult for myself? Not really. It might be not fun to deal with when I have to fill all of this with water, which should be relatively soon. But they should be able to swim around it just fine. That should be good for that, but we do still need texturing. We have a bit of andesite, a bit of tough granite. We're gonna throw granite in there. Not granite. Gravel. Gravel in there. How long have I been saying granite? Hopefully it was just that one time. Okay, that should be the texturing for this enclosure done. We're gonna go sleep, and then we're going to fill it with water and plants, and get our new trilobites in there. Because obviously they're going to be the prized attractions, as the Dinopedia very helpfully told us. You better not be trying to leave. The Dinopedia told us that they would be prized attractions, and I trust the Dinopedia fully without question. So, this should be fine. We should actually get villagers coming to our zoo to look at our trilobites. And nothing else. They would never go to the T-Rex or anything like that. I am thinking we got to get a couple more aquatic enclosures, though. Especially because I want to do something again with that waterfall I've talked about in the past. A, I want to tidy it up, obviously. But B, I think it needs something at the bottom of it, an enclosure. Alright. Sebastian, you're going back in the buckets. I could have left some of these at home. And then let's just... There. Extra piece of dirt. Okay. Now... Let's go to the lowest layer anywhere, which is down here, I believe. And let's just fill this up layer by layer. And a couple of sea pickles. We will change the amount of sea pickles at each point later. But for now, priority number 1 is getting this place flooded. And then later, I'm going to have to swim through, add in the plants that I want to add, all that sort of jazz. But yeah, that's the general idea here. We are getting some plants. I wish there was some prehistoric plants that were aquatic, but I couldn't find any. I checked the wiki. Maybe I just missed it, but I can only work with the information I have, so I'm trying my best. Let's go this area next, just because it is smaller and going to be less of a hassle. There we go. And then I think, yeah, we have to do this side. And this side is going to be a little bit more of a hassle, because it's a little bit bigger. But that's fine. Is all of that... I don't want there to be air gaps anywhere. Is all that good? That's all good. Great. I don't know how I did this last time, but this is how we're doing it this time. And I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, it did that? That almost did the entire area itself. Lovely. And then... next layer up is connecting everything, so I can't even, like, skip doing part of it. We'll start over here, but that's not gonna matter long term. There we go. Gotta try and make this easier on myself as much as I can. Get those. And over here. Oh, there we go. Is this a mess? This doesn't seem to be a mess. This seems to be going okay. Which is awesome. That's gonna save me a lot of time and effort and other verbs. Is that a verb in that situation? Effort would be. I don't think time would be. I'm sure that there is some weird grammar rule there. I don't know what it is, though. That's not why you guys are here. You're here for dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures and all that fun stuff. Please fill up this area. This is going a lot quicker than I expected it to. I was expecting this to be incredibly painful. But it's actually not too bad. See, we're almost to the top. We're actually getting somewhere. I think what we're probably going to do is decrease the number of sea pickles on a single block, but then have them covering more blocks, because I think that will be much more visually interesting than what we are currently doing, which is using them like torches. Very literally, they're just replacing where I have the torches. Did that whole layer go that quickly? Oh, that was nice. That was so nice. Okay, this section shouldn't be too difficult, but it is weirdly shaped. There we go. That's all flat. Great. We're close. We're getting somewhere. Is that at an entirely different height than that? No, it's not. I'm just crazy. That's okay. I'm allowed to be crazy. There we go. That side is good. Now we do this side again. And we just keep going back and forth until everything is done. Alright. How do I get up? There we go. These should be the final 2 layers, in theory. We'll see, though. Yep, that's all good. Oh, can I get over here right now? Or are the sea pickles in my way? I'm not even gonna need to. We're gonna be fine. I have made an enclosure that I myself cannot navigate through, but that is okay. I don't need to navigate through it. Alright, let's take a look at this outside. Yep, that looks the exact same it did before, because of the resource pack. I like the clearer water, but the glass glitch is unfortunate. Now, I have bone meal. Those, I forgot how those worked, didn't I? That's okay. I'm gonna drown. That's less okay. There we go. Let's just collect all of these, because I want them less concentrated. Where did their items go? I can't see a thing. Oh, this was a bad idea to do this way. I wish I had a turtle helmet. But I don't even think I've seen any turtles yet. Okay, somewhere over here. Yeah, okay, we got him. And then up here, yeah, there we go. Okay. Swim back out so that I don't perish. Eat. Lovely. Alright, let's get... And we go into the dark. Place 2. Breathe. Nope, let me breathe. Please. There we go. This is why we do the water so late. I like being able to breathe. Can we put a sea pickle on there? Yes, we can. Get back out again. It is turning to night, which I'm actually going to let happen, because then we can look back into this after and see if it looks good enough. Up here, not there, not there. Over here, and I am drowning at an alarming rate. To be fair, there's not exactly a calm rate to drown at, but you know. Come on down there. Alright. Let's look at it from outside. It looks so weird not being able to see the water, but I do think that looks good. I do think that looks good. Okay. We have 2 bubble blowers. Can I waterlog a lever? Because this might be... Okay. This is going to be fun. Where do I want the bubble blowers? I think... Okay. Let's breathe. Let's actually go to sleep. And then we will figure this out. We have 2 bubble blowers, and that's it. But they need redstone power to actually do anything. They have to be powered. So, the question is, where am I gonna put them? Because I don't necessarily want these to be super obvious. I should get some bone meal before I head all the way back down. How did you get up here? I don't have a horse. Well, I have a zombie horse. Are you the zombie horse? Did you get cured in the 6 seconds I walked past it? No. You just got a horse wandering up here. Fun. Alright. Bone meal. Do I even have any? I have some stuff I can turn into bone meal. I have bones as well. More bones. Yeah, alright, that should be good. Alright, now we can head back down. That's just so that I can grow some seaweed. Because, yeah, I have some kelp, and that'll be good, but I think seaweed will also be nice. We're adding what little color we can with the plants, and that color is green. Just green. You know, some glow lichen could have worked. That might have been nice. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's gonna be really weird looking through the glass and seeing all the plants standing just fine, but the water texture isn't rendering. Alright. Where do I want one of these? I kind of feel like back here would be good. Okay. Breathe. This is gonna be interesting to try and do, because I think... Nope, okay. See, so... We have it in, but we need to power it still. Which we can do... Okay, hold on. This might be really annoying to do with the water in there, actually. But I can't just remove all the water. And I can't really actually remove any of the water at this point, I think. Okay, what if... Okay, really? Minecraft, can we be reasonable here, or no? How am I gonna do this? Just purely objective level. What I don't know is why that's even full. No, that's not where I wanted to. Hold on. I need to breathe. I need to try and figure out how I'm going to somehow get the water out from in here. Maybe if I am in here, this will be easier to figure out. Okay. Okay. I don't have a way out now, but... Oh, that was the lever. Okay, I can't see anything. That's fine. That did immediately destroy it, huh? Okay. Can I... torch there? I go... mine that, and that. Okay. Oh, that's a cobble slab above me. I just need to figure out how to keep this fully covered and get out of here like that, like I'm doing right now. That would be perfect if I could do exactly that. Great! We got one. Can we see its particles from outside? No, but we can hear it. I'm gonna have to turn off the resource packet or change it later. We'll have to change it so that we don't have the clear water. It's nice, but it's just too weird. Honestly, I wonder if it would shoot bubbles through a slab. We can find out. I should have made like a redstone block or something instead of trying to use levers for this. What was I thinking? There we go. Oh, can you not even face up? Are you not directional like that? No. No, you're not. Alright, well. That doesn't necessarily mean that this won't work. All I gotta do is get down there. Alright, dirt goes there. Water goes away. I can hear it working. Is it actually working? That's a different question, but... Yes, it is! Oh, we cannot see those bubbles. I don't know how high up they go. That looks like that's actually about how high they go. That's fine. They're not for us. They're for the Wallicerops. Alright. Kelp. 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 Bone meal that up to the top of each of their sections. Do we need more kelp? Less kelp? That, I think, is the perfect amount of kelp. Don't want too tall of seagrass in here. Just a couple of short bits here and there. Okay, this is gonna end poorly. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not gonna go great. Definitely was not getting out in time. That is almost exactly how my inventory was sorted, which is nice. Or at least a bit of it is. Where's the other items? I think that's enough seagrass. So let's just try and find all my stuff now. Put those back. Bread was there. None of this. This hot bar. Buckets. Eggs. Those have never been in the same order once, I think. Those don't need to be in the same order as long as I have everything. Okay. Rest of the items. There's some of them. Dinopedia. Goes down there. Just a few more. I'm missing one item. And it's my sword. So I would like that item. There it is. Oh, I also have my torches. There we go. Oh, my inventory is such a mess. It's turning to night. We're gonna get these guys down. Sebastian, welcome to your new home. I hope you like it. It's the exact same as your old home, except decorated and bigger. Sebastian's already gone off to explore. Alright, let's get the other Wallicerops. Oh, I forgot how small these guys were. Alright, well, we have another male Wallicerops, so that guy's gonna need a name. I have no idea where he's gone. Let's try and not drown to death. It is nice that we can do these ones at night, because we don't need to worry about temperature. And then oh, I am stuck in swimming. Loncodamus. The Wallicerops. How? How did it drown? Sebastian, how did it drown? You've been living here fine. I think it more likely suffocated. We've even aerated the water, like... What? Okay, whatever. Yep, self-feeding. Your male. Loncodamus. I was right. I am drowning again. Oh, I desperately want a turtle helmet. Where's our Loncodamus? I wanted to read more of that. Alright, we'll just get the second. Male. I actually can't read this quick enough to not drown to death. Okay. Where's the other Loncodamus gone? The Wallicerops immediately did not like being de-extincted. Hello, Sebastian. Okay, there's one of them. Except I think that's the one that we just got. We just got both of them, but where's... We have you and you. Okay. Male and... Also male. Lovely. We have more Trilobites now. That's awesome. I'm gonna sleep. Then we'll get a look at this in the day, I suppose. I'm also gonna leave behind my mess of an inventory. And hopefully, we don't need to renovate that for a while now. Because hopefully that should be big enough for a few more Trilobites. If we do need to renovate it more, I think realistically the next thing that happens is just a larger cave section for them to be in when they're not up front and center. But I don't know. We will see. But let's go see these guys. I might even try to do the outro from inside the enclosure. We'll see. Can that creeper see me? No, we're good. We're good for now. Still have to make that bridge at some point. I think I'm going to use campfires, trapdoors, and slabs, and it's just going to look really dangerous. You guys are all fine? You guys are all fine. Alright, let's go look at our Trilobites. Hey, I can see one of them! I can see two of them. Sebastian is on top of a sea pickle for some reason. This is a fun enclosure. I've made this enclosure fun. I did it. It's all I ever wanted for this enclosure. Alright. I really wish I had a turtle helmet. But, nonetheless... Oh, let's try and get an angle where we can see anything. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you have an amazing day, and goodbye.